This is a video presentation of Chapter 1, Section 1, which is entitled Evaluating Algebraic Expressions. And that is our objective in this section, to be able to learn how to evaluate algebraic expressions. As you can see, we have quite a bit of vocabulary in this section, so we'll begin by talking and discussing all of the vocabulary words that correspond with it. So we'll begin with the definitions here. Variable. A variable is a letter that represents a value that can change or vary. Again, a variable is a letter that represents a value that can change or vary. A coefficient is the number that is multiplied by the variable in an algebraic expression. The number that is multiplied by the variable in an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is an expression that has one or more variables. An expression that has one or more variables. A constant is a value that does not change. A constant is a value that does not change. Evaluate is to find the value of a numerical or algebraic expression. Evaluate is to find the value of a numerical or algebraic expression. And to substitute is to replace a variable with a number or another expression in an algebraic expression. To substitute is to replace a variable with a number or another expression in an algebraic expression. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with example 1. In example 1, they're asking us to evaluate each expression for the given value of the variable. Now, I'm going to start off by looking at example B so we can talk about some of the vocabulary words you just saw here. First off, a variable is a symbol, and that's usually a letter in this case, that represents a number. And as you can see in this problem here, 2y plus 1, y is going to be the variable. Another term you saw in there was coefficient. Coefficient is a number that's usually in front of a variable. It's attached to it with multiplication if we're talking about an operation. So in this 2y plus 1 expression, 2 would be the coefficient because it's directly attached to the y with multiplication. Of course, that means 1 has to be something as well. 1 is the constant in the expression. A constant, think of a lonesome number, kind of a number all by itself. And that's what a constant really is. So again, y is the variable, 2 would be the coefficient, and 1 would be the constant. This whole thing, 2y plus 1, that's an algebraic expression. Again, an algebraic expression by definition has at least one variable in it, and indeed we do have one there. You can also have more than one, which we'll also see as we progress through chapter 1. Now, what they talked about in the definitions was substituting. What we're doing here is we're going to take a value that they've predefined for us, plug it into the algebraic expression, and then figure out what that algebraic expression is equal to. So here we've got x minus 5, and they want x to equal 12. And again, the only reason that's so is because that's what they told us. It's not because we actually did a computation to make that happen. So I'm going to change the x into 12, as you can see they've done, and then I'll solve this problem out at 12 minus 5, which is 7. Now we'll do the same thing in the B problem, except the B problem, because it's got multiple components to it, is going to require us to use the order of operations to solve the expression. So we've got 2y plus 1, and this time we're supposed to let y equal 4. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change y into 4. So now it's going to say 2 times 4 plus 1. And as I just said, now we're going to apply the order of operations to solve the problem here. So I'm going to do this multiplication first because that would come first in the order of operations, which is why you can see they've gone from 2 times 4 in the first line down to the 8 in the second line, and then 8 plus 1, which equals 9. And at that point, I've evaluated the algebraic expression.